I think the show has really hit its stride in the second and third season. How much of that is due to you all becoming more comfortable with each other every day on set?
Should we take credit? Should we tell the truth? It's really synchronicity because it's the writers figuring out who we are and what we're doing. It's us the same. It's a comfortableness. We've been working together for 3 years, and you start to find your character more easily. So it's a huge synchronicity and an amazing amount of people that make this whole world work together.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, we don't, I rarely get to see you.
Yeah, I saw you first season.
Yeah, once, right?
Right. And then at breakfast today.
At breakfast.
Last week in London, weren't we in London?
I think so, yeah. But we were talking yesterday. I don't know how many of you were here yesterday, but about your jumpsuit and that. Because I went to Fantasia once, and I couldn't keep my eyes off your sequined jumpsuit.
Right.
It was sort of like an 80s jumpsuit.
Yeah, it was the oddest thing. I didn't understand it at all, but I loved it.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, a lot of us don't get to see each other because our storylines are separate, especially this year, if you've been watching this year. So it's really kind of, we get to see each other at the read-throughs of the scripts before we do the episode, and so we haven't had time to get sick of each other.
Right.
You know? So that's a good thing.
I've heard one of the hardest scenes to film for an actor is a sex scene, because you have to make it real and passionate, and yet at the same time it has to just be work. And if it's not just work, then you wind up marrying your coworker, I guess. How do you deal with that, the sex scenes?
The last one I had to do, which was with routine. I don't know how, like, I don't want to spoil. You guys up to date? Yeah. All right, I had to do that one with Ratina. That was done at like 6:30 in the morning. And so I was just barely awake. Someone was handing me a coffee. I was naked. I was like, wait, what's happening? And there was Ratina. We're like, good morning, okay, bang. Really very strange to do it that early in the morning. But it is awkward. Did you guys have to do any of the show?
I just had to go down on Natasha. Yeah, right? It's pretty good. Nothing bad about it. I just had to be off camera, so, you know, I was thinking when I heard this would be coming up, I thought, oh God, you know, I'm gonna have to figure out like what head motion looks like that activity.
Side to side.
Right. Then I just had to pop up into frame, but I had to pop up from, you know, someplace. So I said good morning to Natasha. She spread her legs, and they said, okay, we're ready. And I asked her if she was ready. She was totally ready.
She was ready?
Yeah, she was fine. She's a Russian model. They're always ready. I don't know what that means. No idea what that means. So it was fine. And then I walk in on a love scene, right, with Alex and Natasha.
That was a rough love scene.
I know. They really went for it. I walked in about 100 times on that.
Were they ready?
Well, he's Swedish, she's Russian, so yes. Us foreigners are ready.
Nelson, I've heard that you actually watched a fan get a Lafayette tattoo. Is that true?
I did, and the tattoo artist is actually here at Dragon Con.
Really?
He's very good because the detail of Lafayette on this man's leg, about this big, is extraordinary. I don't know why he did it. Because you need to write a letter to my daddy. No, when he turns like 50, you know, poor Lafayette on his leg, it's gonna droop a little.
Was it just your face, or was it your whole body?
No, it was my big ass face.
I thought you were going to say it's your big ass. Like someone got a tattoo of your ass.
Like, no, can't you tell it's Lafayette?
It's getting weirder.
When is he gonna get some?
Yeah,
He's a prostitute, for goodness sake.
I like this.
I'm definitely getting some. I mean, he and Jesus be, you know, getting their thing on. We just don't really see it, thank God. That would be a situation.
How would you prepare for that list?
It's actually quite funny, especially Kevin, because Kevin is a chronic smoker, so he'll run out and smoke, then come back, and then he'll like do some mouthwash and then some gum, and he's like, "You ready?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's just a kiss." But it's weird. It's a little weird.
Kissing strangers is weird. Now, is it weirder kissing a guy stranger than a girl stranger, or is it all just kissing a stranger?
Well, kissing a stranger, because I close my eyes and think of heaven. I think of heaven, because I'm supposed to be falling in love with the dude.
Right.
He's supposed to be falling in love with me, so I close my eyes and think of heaven.
Yeah?
That's sweet, isn't it?
Michelle, the role of Mary Ann was such a unique role. How did you develop that character?
No idea. Through lots of help. I mean, as we said before, there's so many people behind the scenes. Audrey Fisher, our costume designer. It's, you know, it started there in that fitting room, the building of this character, and hair and makeup, and just talking to the writers, and I remember I did something one day in the dirt. It was Greg Feinberg, our executive producer, who saw me just doing something on my own, as one does, digging through the dirt. And he incorporated that. We actually came back and shot a scene, and it was about the earth, and it was very primal, and just lots of imagination, and just being around these wonderfully creative people. And I always say on that set, it's like watching a pinball machine of creativity. You just see it bouncing off of everyone. And so yeah, it was just through a lot of help and a lot of really fun, great, insane writing.
How long were you playing Mary Ann before you found out she was a Maenad and found out what that meant?
I was told early on, and I still don't really know what a Maenad is. But I'm joking. But I was told early on. It was the first conversation Ellen and I had.
All right, I think we're going to take some audience questions.